Hello everybody and welcome to another awesome Hayday video. My name is Jennifer and here on YouTube I go by GizmoSpike. So in today's video we are going to talk about the Farm Pass and more specifically, is the Farm Pass worth it? A lot of you guys recently have been asking me, Gizmo, should I buy the Farm Pass? Is it worth it? I don't know. And my answer to everybody has been yes. I think it's totally worth it. And in today's video, I am going to break down every single perk on the pass. And I'm going to tell you exactly how much I think the pass is actually worth. So, some of this stuff is going to be subjective based on some values that I'm going to give some stuff. But in the end, I think if you were on the fence about whether or not that you should buy the Farm Pass, I think that you won't be on the fence anymore because the Farm Pass it's definitely worth it. So let's jump on in here and let's take a look and let's see how worth it the Farm Pass actually is. Okay, so first things first, this is going to be based on the perks / rewards that are going to be on the pass road on my main farm. So the only thing that's really going to be different between mine and someone else's is going to be the amount of XP and coins that you are going to be given on your pass road as your rewards. There's also going to be some other very minor differences, like the boosters that you receive. Probably not going to receive the exact same booster that I'm going to receive. I might have an Earnest booster and you might have a Boat Crate booster or something like that. I don't need any puzzle pieces anymore. I have completed all of my sanctuary animals. So you are probably going to have some extra things on there. Like you might have some puzzle pieces, some permits. I don't have permits anymore, but, basically things are going to be very, very similar, especially the main perks that we have on the road. So I'm going to jump right in here and go through and we're going to start looking at, and I'm going to be assigning values to everything. And then at the very end of the video, I'm going to add everything up and I'm going to basically say what I think that everything is worth. So let's jump right in and let's look at my past road here. So I have collected some of my rewards already because we're about a third of the way through the season. So some of my items are going to be grayed out. Some of them are going to be in color still because I've not reached that section of the road yet. All right. So first things first is we're going to start with the first perk, which is going to be the free Wheel of Fortune spin. And you get that basically right away. You have to do, like 2 little tiny goals on your farm and you get that right away. So you get that basically for the entire duration of the Farm Pass. And this season is 31 days. It started on the 1st and it's going to end on the 31st. So this is kind of a pretty easy one to calculate what it's worth. Most people probably know. My wheels are not here right now, but most people probably know that if you were to take an extra spin on the Wheel of Fortune after your free one, of course, it's going to cost you 1 diamond to spin that wheel. So if you spin this every single day, it is worth 31 diamonds because 31 days times 1. Okay, so the second perk we have here is going to be the reactivate derby task. So this one I kind of had to think about for a bit because we don't have the ability on our farm as it stands right now to, go onto like if we let a task expire, that's it. The task is expired, it gets trashed, and you have to just, move on or whatever. So the only thing that I could sort of think about to give this a calculation was, if let's say that you're in the championship derby and you do your 9 tasks and one of them expires and you're going to take an extra task, which is that 10th task, to make up for the task that you let expire. It costs 10 diamonds to take 1 additional task on the derby. And so I'm basically assigning this a value of 10 diamonds per time that you let something expire. So you get to reactivate a derby task once per derby if you let one expire. So therefore, if you did let a derby task expire, 4 times over the course of the month, assigning value of 10 diamonds for that, we total of 40 diamonds. So like I said, some of these things are going to be subjective based on kind of calculations that I give them, but there's not really a way that I can otherwise give this a set worth. So I'm going to say though that the reactivate derby task perk is going to be worth 40 diamonds. All right. So moving right along. The next thing, and I'm only doing the paid road, by the way. I'm not doing the free road because the free road you get, you don't have to pay anything to get the free road. So I'm only talking about the paid road today. All right, so my next perk is 46,000 coins. This was a pretty easy one to assign a value to because if we jump on over into the coin shop, by the way, I do not recommend buying coins. Diamonds, yes. Coins, no. 46,000 coins. So the closest thing we have here is this bag of coins where I would get 44,613 coins for $2.99. And this is US dollars. So I'm going to be doing the calculations in US dollars, but it still gives you guys a pretty good idea. So I am going to give the value on those coins a value of $2.99. All right, moving along here. So next perk we have here are the extra production slots. You get to pick 2 extra production slots on 3 different machines. On this one is the bakery, dairy, and ice cream maker. Basically, how I went about calculating for this perk is that in order to open up every single slot on a machine, it's going to cost you 105 diamonds. You get, those 2 slots right off the bat. And then it progressively goes up for each slot, and a total of 105 diamonds to open up every slot on one machine. So what I did was on this is I took 105 and I divided it by 7. You get a total of 9. You can get up to 9 slots that you open with diamonds. But since you get those first 2 slots for free, I didn't put those into the calculation. So I divided 105 by 7, which brings me to 15 diamonds. So I'm basically saying that each of these slots is going to be worth 15 diamonds, and that is 30 diamonds. And you might not agree with my calculation, but there's not really a good way for me to calculate what a perk like this is worth. So that is what I have gone with after thinking about it for quite a while. So I'm going to say that this perk is worth 30 diamonds. All right, so the deeds, super easy. So I've got some screws here and I've also got some bolts. Expansion materials, they cost 8 diamonds a piece. So I've got, 5 deeds, I've got 5 screws, I've got 5 bolts. So therefore it's going to, it's worth 40 diamonds for the deeds, 40 diamonds for the screws, and 40 diamonds for the bolts. So very, very easy there. All right. Next perk is also really easy to calculate. This is the free Valley Fuel Spin. And you are going to get 1 free extra Valley Fuel Spin every day while the season is on and while the Valley season is on as well. So we usually have a Valley season during a Farm Pass season for about 3 weeks. So about 21 days. And if you spin that extra spin every day, that extra fuel spin is worth 5 diamonds. So if you, do 21 times 5, that is going to be 105 diamonds. So that is what this perk is worth, 105 diamonds. All right, next up we have a decoration on the Farm Pass Road, and it is the campfire kettle. And I had to take a little bit of time to think about this one as well. This was offered in a diamond pack a couple of years ago. I believe it was the $9.99 offer at the time. I think it was with the tent, and the tent was the The tent was the $19.99 offer, so I believe this one was the $9.99. But it also came with diamonds, and so I don't believe that this is worth $9.99 by itself. Since we have been getting some of these former diamond deco offers recently in the shop, and they have been costing $1.99 a piece, I'm basically going to say that this by itself, the campfire kettle, is worth $1.99. All right, so now we have more machine slots here. So 2 more machine slots. I've already done the calculation on this, and so I'm going to say that these are basically also worth 30 diamonds. All right, let me see. All right, next. All right, extra town visitor help, and then in the next slot here we have the extra trek help. So again, this was something that doesn't have a value. I had to really think about this for a second. And how I came up with this is, so, and by the way, if you guys don't know what this perk is, it gives you the ability each day to ask for help one additional time in your town once you get to this spot, and then it gives you one additional time to ask for help on your truck board as well. So the way that I came up with the value for this is that, let's say that you are doing trucks, whether it be for a task or for some XP or for like a global truck event, and you can't do any more of the orders on your truck board. So if you trashed those orders on your board, you would have to pay 3 diamonds to get a new order to pop up on your truck board. Or if you ask for help on that order and someone fills it for you and send that off, hopefully the order behind it then is going to be one that you can actually do. So the way that I sort of came up with this was that I think that this is basically worth 3 diamonds for every time you request help. And I'm basing that on the fact that it's going to cost you 3 diamonds to bring up a new order on the truck board. So I decided to assign a value of 3 diamonds to the extra town visitor help and the extra trek help. And again, this is per perk, per day, like per each time that you ask for help. So it took me about 10 days to get to these perks, which would leave me approximately 21 days left. So 21 times 3 is 63. So I'm going to say that it's basically worth 63 diamonds for the extra town visitor help and 63 diamonds for the extra truck help. All right, moving right along. We have, I have 5 tape. And again, your guys, like your expansion materials and things like that are probably going to be a little bit different than mine. And in fact, in some of these spots, you guys might actually have, some of you guys are going to have puzzle pieces, which that's worth way more than the 5 tape that I have here on, and or you might have a permit on yours as well. But I'm basing it off of my rewards, so just keep that in mind. All right, so anyway, so we've got the 5 tape, and of course that's going to be worth 40 diamonds because 8 times 5 is 40. All right. So next, what we're going to come to here is we're coming to the extra booster slot perk, which I personally love this because a lot of times I have more than one booster activated at one time, and it does save me quite a lot of diamonds on there. So on the booster slot perk, if you were to activate a second booster, it's going to cost you 2 diamonds to activate that booster. And so therefore, if you were to activate a booster every single day by the time that you got here, and again, it took me just about 10 days to get here, leaving me 21 days left in the season. And if I activated and I used this every day, 21 times 2 diamonds would be 42 diamonds. So I'm basically saying that the extra booster slot here is worth 42 diamonds. All right, next on the pass road, we have the hat. So every season as an exclusive in the farm pass, and this is the only place that you can get this, you are not able to get this anywhere else. you would get a different hat to dress up your animals. So this season is this cute kind of little like, their propeller cap. It kind of looks like a baseball cap with a cute little propeller on top of it, and the H for Hayday, obviously. So I thought about this really long and hard for like a while, and I tried to figure out how I could assign a value to it. I did a bunch of weird math calculations that didn't really make a whole lot of sense. And I kind of decided that for the hat, I don't think it's quantifiable. I don't think that there's a really good way to give this a value. Maybe you guys have an idea of how to give the hat a value, but I basically, to me, for a perk within this game, the hat is, for all intents and purposes, it's priceless, because there is no other way for you to get this hat anywhere else ever again. Like, once this season is over, that's it. This hat is gone, I don't know, locked up in the Hayday vault somewhere or whatever. So if you want this hat, you need to get the Farm Pass season. So maybe this is kind of crappy, but I am saying that this perk is priceless, and I'm not going to give it. Not gonna give it a value. It's definitely not worth 0. But I'm not giving it a value because I don't. I could say that this is worth, I don't know, $20, and someone else be like, "What are you talking about?" Like, so I'm saying I don't know. That's the honest answer on the hat. So I'm just gonna skip it and move along because there you have it there. Okay. So next we have the, I didn't mean to click on that. We have the Gift of the Diamonds, which is once you hit this perk, you get to give diamonds in your neighborhood, 5 diamonds to 5 different people. So that's pretty easy. This perk is worth 25 diamonds. All right, so next I've got 5 planks over here, 40 diamonds, because 8 times 5 is 40. All right, so next we have the custom decoration, and this is the new one. This is the yard decoration, which I have now because I just got to it on the pass, but I did not have it until I got here. There are currently only 2 ways that you can get the custom decorations. If you don't know what the custom decorations are, there's 4 of them now, where you get to basically you start with like a base plot, and you get to build it up yourself from a bunch of different choices, and you get to basically design your own decoration. So the only places you can get it are if you place in the top 3 in Derby or from the Farm Pass. If you place in the top 3 in Derby, you are not guaranteed to get the custom deco. It's just that you have the ability to possibly, maybe, hopefully get the deco in the top 3 of those prices. Took me a very long time to get my first one after Alfred came with the one last year, because my luck was terrible. We were constantly placing in the top 3, but we're never getting this decoration. So if you really like these custom decos and you want to get more of them, the Farm Pass is where it's at. This is where you want to go get it. So the value for this is I'm kind of treating it the way that I treated the kettle decoration. Is I'm going to say that this is basically worth $1.99. As like if you, just the way that they were doing those decos that are in the diamond shop just by themselves, the old diamond decos. All right, so moving along. Now we are here at the extra boat crate perk. This is one where the value is going to be very, very, very subjective. And it's going to be very, very different depending on how you play this game. For me, this is my favorite perk on, is it my favorite perk? I think it is, yeah. It is. If it's not my favorite, then it's one of my favorite perks. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, I send a lot of boats. I send probably 500 plus boats a month. So for me to have the opportunity to mark an extra crate for help so that I can keep on sending boats is huge, and it has a huge value for me. To be honest, I'd probably just buy the pass just for this perk alone. But I basically decided to give it the same calculation that I gave the extra truck and the extra town help. And I thought about, what does the average person send boat-wise in a day? And I basically decided on 3. Talked to a couple of people, and I think 3 is a pretty solid answer for boats. If you do not call them in with diamonds and you let them come in naturally, you send 3 boats per day is pretty good. So when I got here to this perk, I had 20 days left in the farm pass season. And so if I take 3 boats, buy 3 diamonds per crate, which is 9, and I say 20 times 9, that is 180 diamonds. So I'm going to say that this perk is worth 180 diamonds. All right, so moving along to the machine slots. Easy because we've already calculated this, and so it's going to be, I think it's worth 30 diamonds. All right, so now we have another of the extra truck help perks. So again, I've already calculated this, and I had about 20 days left in the season. So 20 times 3, since we've already done that, and that is going to be 60 diamonds. So I think that this perk right here is worth 60 diamonds. Okay. So now we're over here at the boosters, and so I have an earnest booster here. You might have a boat crate booster or a, some crops booster, a machine booster or something like that. Like it might be different, or you might even have a puzzle piece or something. But for me, I have a booster in this slot. And the booster, again, was something that I had to really think about, give a diamond value on. And how I did this was, this was the only way that I could think of to come up with this. If you open up the large mystery crate on your farm, it costs 20 diamonds, right? And you have the ability of getting 2 5-star boosters in there. So if you pay that 20 diamonds to open up that crate and you get 2 of those 5-star boosters, they are each worth 10 diamonds a piece. So I have decided that I gave a value of 10 diamonds to these boosters. That might be a little bit too low, especially if it was like an XP booster. I would definitely, don't tell Supercell, but I would definitely pay more than 10 diamonds for an XP booster, that's for sure. But yeah, so I'm going to give boosters, because these are all 5-star, and they do go in automatically, so you don't have to worry about having booster space. I'm going to assign these a value of 10 diamonds. So this earnest booster is worth 10 diamonds. All right, so now we have another extra town visitor help here. Again, I have already given, I've assigned a value to this guy already. And I figure by the time that I unlock him, I'm going to have 17 days left in the season. So 17 times 3 is going to be 51 diamonds. So I am assigning this a value of 51 diamonds. All right, so now I have a rose booster. Again, 10 diamonds. Got the extra machine slots here, and I've already assigned these a value, and these are going to be 30 diamonds. So boat crate booster, 10 diamonds. All right, so now we have the awesome like the bee flowers, and I cannot wait to put these on, but I think they're gonna look like sort of like little paths, and I'm very, very, very excited for these. So it is a stack of 3, which I did not realize it was 3 at first. When I started looking through here, I was like, I thought I only got 1, and the fact that we get 3 is very, very exciting. But I'm gonna give this the same value that I would give, that I gave the campfire and the custom deco. I'm gonna say that it's worth $1.99, but it's a standalone deco, that like if it was in the shop, I think that that's what they would put it up for, would be $1.99. Again, though, this is an exclusive decoration for the farm pass. So remember, guys, if you want this, get it here, because I don't know if this will be available anywhere else ever. All right, and then now we have another, another extra boat help for the crates. And I figure that by the time that I get here, also, I'll probably have about 17 days left in the past. And so assigning it the same value that we did earlier, which is the 3 boats times the 3 diamonds, which is 9 times the 17 days, is 153 diamonds. All right, moving along. We now have the shed deco that you're going to get to. And again, exclusive farm pass deco. So if you guys want this decoration, you need to buy the farm pass, because I do not believe that it will ever be available anywhere else within the game. I'm pretty sure this is going to be exclusive. All right, so I'm going to give this, again, another value of $1.99 based on the fact of what I, assigned it earlier. All right, so we have now come to the end of the pass, where I have a whole bunch of coins and some XP. And this is a pretty easy one to figure out. We have 230,000 coins here. So using the same thing that I did earlier, and again, I do not recommend buying coins. I can buy a box of coins for $14.99. It would give me 258,291 coins. So I'm basically going to say that scroll back down here, that the 233,000 coins here at the end of my farm pass are worth $14. Now, I don't think that they're actually, I would not personally pay $14 for coins, but that is what they are worth in the shop, though. All right. And then, last but not least, we have a ton of XP. I have 1.5 million experience points, which is more than half of what I need to level up on my farm. This perk right here, the XP, in my opinion, is priceless. The amount of time that I have to put into my farm to earn 1,500,000 XP is if I'm just doing normal farming, it's weeks worth of time to put in to earn that XP. If I'm doing, a global boat event or a XP event or whatever, yeah, I can earn it faster, but it's still going to take me hours and hours of nonstop sending boats or sending trucks to earn that. So the fact that I can get this much experience points from the pass, for me, is priceless. And I said earlier that, the boat crate perk was my favorite one. This is my second favorite perk on the pass. And I don't think it's possible to give a value. I wouldn't even know where to start to give this a value, to be honest. I would have to give my time a value or something. So I honestly have no idea where to even start to give the XP a value. I don't think it's possible. I think that it's 100% worth the cost of the farm pass. So, all right. Well, that is the paid road. I'm not even going to touch the free road because, yes, that has worth, but it's not costing you anything to buy that. So today we're talking about just the paid version. All right. So you guys have seen me and heard me say what I think everything is worth. You might not agree with it, and that's totally fine. Again, I did say that this was subjective and based on my opinions. But I added everything up already. And if you add up what everything is that I gave a diamond value, the diamond value things are worth almost 1,200 diamonds. And the stuff that has a monetary value is worth $24.95. Again, this is US dollars. And that does not include the XP, and that does not include the exclusive farm pass. So if you were to assign a dollar value to the diamonds, 1,200 diamonds. In order to get 1,200 diamonds, you're looking at probably like $35. The farm pass costs $4.99. Basically, if you were, I did not add this up, so I'm going to add this up right now. If I were to take the $24.95 that I gave all the monetary stuff, and then the diamonds, which I'm going to say is another $35, then the farm pass is worth $60. And it costs $4.99. So even if you don't agree with me on some of the things, and you give some things a little bit less of a value, I don't think that it's so much less that it would change this amount by that much. So for $4.99 to buy the farm pass, you are getting $60 worth of stuff. So according to my calculations, it is worth 12 times what you're actually paying for the farm pass. So if you were on the fence about buying the farm pass, I hope that my calculations here today will help you make up your mind. And if you guys do decide to buy the farm pass, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if before you buy the farm pass, you would make sure that you have my creator code entered in here in the diamond shop. It is Gizmo, GIZMO. Even if you don't want to use my creator code, that's totally fine. Just put somebody's code in there, pretty please. We do get a small percentage when you guys buy the farm pass or spend diamonds. So thank you so much for watching today. If you guys liked this video, make sure you give it a couple of thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, remember that it is free to subscribe to a channel on YouTube, but it will make me very, very happy. So make sure you hit that beautiful red subscribe button and tick the bell so you know when I make more videos like this and when I do my live streams. Thanks so much for watching. Happy farming. Weeding is life. Peace. Is